Good morning to the members of the press corps. We thank you for coming this morning. This is a new year of 2018. This year is full of promise, and the Ministry of National Security is determined to continue on the community engagement that has positively impacted our efforts to combat gang violence and antisocial behavior in Bermuda. Most meetings I attend, whether with business people, clergy, or just ordinary citizens, the conversations usually end with that person asking, "How can I help?" We believe there is a lot of goodwill and untapped potential in Bermuda, and we believe it's time to put that energy, goodwill, to good use. Today, I am pleased to announce a new initiative within our Ministry of National Security called PeaceBuilders. We will take concerned citizens, corporate entities looking to give back as parents, friends, and anyone willing to serve and train them in some very basic skills. The aim is to deploy a cadre of citizens to support neighborhoods, schools, to reduce tension in recognized hotspots, and to provide a reassuring presence in the event before, during, and after a crisis. We have a number of people who have already signed up, and they have expressed an interest in supporting this community in the way of being a peace builder. The first training session will take place next Saturday on the 20th of January at the Heritage Worship Center on Donald Street. This is an exciting prospect. We are confident that using ordinary citizens to do extraordinary things to lead change in the lives looking for people that are looking to end the cycle of violence and antisocial behavior. Under the leadership of Pastor Leroy Bean, we have assembled a team of professionals that can deliver training in topics such as mental health, first aid, managing a crisis, and security protocols. Although this initiative has its origins in needing to deal with those with community issues, the possibilities for growth in this area are endless. I've asked the ministry team to incorporate a disaster management element into this program. Today, I am pleased to be joined with Dr. Carlton Crockwell, COO of the Bermuda Security Associates, and Mr. Keith Jernigan, the Senior Vice President of Electronic Systems and Services of the Bermuda Security Group. This group of companies has taken the leadership and is a proud sponsor of the PeaceBuilders initiative. Through their generous support, we provide our trained professionals with distinctive vests that clearly indicate they are part of the PeaceBuilders team. This kind of public-private partnership is vital on how we move together as a country to tackle the issues of gun violence and gang-related and antisocial behavior in Bermuda. I'd like to thank both gentlemen for their support. I will now invite Pastor Bean to the podium, who will expand on the training that to be provided and other important features of PeaceBuilders. Thank you.
Good morning, Bermuda. The PeaceBuilders is a new, exciting initiative designed to educate, to equip, to empower our community. The general concepts of this initiative is to have our island prepared and ready to overcome any crisis that we are faced with. A crisis can range from national disaster to antisocial behavior or gang violence. No matter what it is, we must be prepared. It was Benjamin Franklin that said, "By failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail." Bermuda, it is time to prepare. As the minister mentioned, our first training will take place on January the 20th, 2018 at Heritage Worship Center on Donald Street. The training will be the first of a three-part series. The sessions will begin at 8:30 and it will finish at 1:30. The topics will range from mental health and gangs, which will be done by Dr. Carla Bean, mental health first aid, and what to do during a crisis, Dr. Sharita Rayner and Dr. Bazin. Managing crisis, Petra Spence Ascot. Disaster management, National Disaster Coordinator Steve Cosham. Understanding your role at a crime scene, Superintendent Darren Simons. Understanding grief in a time of crisis. As the minister mentioned, we meet many people daily that want to know, how can I get involved? Well, here is your chance. The first step is to commit to be trained and equipped to be an agent of change. Be a peace builder. Thank you.
Members of the meeting, we'd like to open up for questions. If you have any questions for the minister as it relates to this particular initiative.
Yes, Gary. Yes, Gary. Thank you for that question. Yes, Gary. Thank you for your question. Gary Marino, ZBM News. Thank you. We're looking to get young, old, everyone in our community. What does the Peace Builders look like, Gary? It looks like us having 6 or 7 Peace Builders at the bus terminal at around 4:30 when kids get out of school, helping not to police but to manage that area. What does it look like? It looks like if we have a major social event, they are dispersed all around that area, trained and ready to help. Now we know that some of our young people are having to walk from Cedar Bridge to the bus terminal in the afternoon. Well, we see the Peace Builders being dispersed along Parsons Road, ready to help. If there's a bike accident and everyone has gone down to the hospital as we do, the Peace Builders will be trained to intervene and to help at key locations. This is an opportunity for the everyday man and woman, a lot of people that are retired, a lot of people that don't have much to do, that want to get involved with the community initiative. We want to put the members of our community together to help. Race doesn't matter, party affiliation doesn't matter, age doesn't matter. This is Bermuda helping Bermuda get through a difficult period. Thank you, Gary.
This sounds like it's a rather big initiative. How are you going to be able to guarantee, based on what you just said, that you're going to have the support that is required to make this a success?
You are looking for guarantees. We can give you none. What I can say is I believe in Bermuda. I believe in the goodness that is innate within all of us. And whenever Bermudians are called to lead, to stand in the gap, to help, we have always done so. This is an opportunity, Gary, for us not to just talk on Facebook, on the MADGE list, on the People's list. This is an opportunity for us legitimately to help the downtrodden. When you think about gang-related violence and how this affects a certain social strata, the real conversation is, how do the middle-class Bermudians, how do the upper-class Bermudians, how do the business elite, how do the white community, how do the business black community, how do we all bandy together to help in a difficult time? This is a legitimate opportunity for all of our country to help, to put the shoulder to the proverbial wheel.
How is this going to be funded?
Another beautiful question. Standing beside me are our community partners. I had a conversation with Mr. Jernigan and Mr. Crockle. These are 2 companies that are embedded in our community. How much money do you need, Gary, to get people in our community to come out and help, to volunteer their time? Oftentimes, we always use the concept of money as the impediment for service to our country. It won't require much money. It will require a good heart, a willing spirit to roll up your sleeves and again help in this initiative.
I'm sure that there are going to have to be safeguards put in place to protect the well-being of the volunteers who would be taking part in this program. How is that going to be achieved?
This program is, and I don't want you to feel that they're always going to be going into the epicenter of gang warfare. That is actually not what this is about. Imagine, if you please, Delwood Middle School and having Peace Builders throughout the school, talking to the young people, asking them how was their day, did you have lunch, giving the school a second layer of support. So we're not going to have everybody out in gang-related areas. This is an opportunity for our community to rally around our young people, to rally around giving help, giving support. And so this is an initiative for everyone in our country to be a peace builder.
Is there a specific number of individuals you're looking for?
We're looking to get 100 Peace Builders, 100 Peace Builders. And we now, because we have Gary, we now need 99.
Any other members of the media have any
Minister, what is your measure of success? I know you're looking for 100, but what's your actual measure of success? Of this
I don't like
initiative?
I don't like these quantifying elements like measurements for success. Let me tell you what we're going to do, Aya, and the reason why I would reject the concept of measurements for success, because that depends on what you're looking for. I believe that our community, everyone in our community knows that there are certain elements of our community that are imbalanced. We're going to continue to work every time we see a challenge to put together medium, long-term, and near-term solutions to work with this problem. So this is not something that the ministry has pulled out of a hat arbitrarily. This is a part of a continuum that will allow us to stymie the use of guns and gang and antisocial behavior in Bermuda. So when we look at the number, 35 men have died in gang violence in 2009. Well, the measurement for success, we don't want that number to go up. We don't want our young men to be imprisoned. We don't want to see guns on our street. So the measurement of success, if you please, is that we see a cessation to death in our country, that we see a decrease in gang and gun-related violence and antisocial behavior, and that we do not see our young men going to prison for antisocial behavior that centers around the aforementioned.
Can I ask your sponsor, Mr. Crockwell, a question?
Good morning, sir.
Mr. Crockwell, what form does your sponsorship take?
The form that we decide to take under the direction of our chairman is to be there in any capacity that the minister and Reverend Lauren Bean would need us. Of course, there are some financial responsibilities that we would take on, but also there's some security responsibilities of training. One of the hallmarks of our organization is training. And wherever we can support in the training element of the organization, we will. And I think that the program that's been presented today is a good program, especially starting the year off in 2018. It will help this community to face its issues, but yet have a remedy presented to the community to fix it as a team.
And any of you, all the trainers, are they all volunteers or are they getting paid?
All the trainers in this entire program is volunteers. But I think it's important to note that not just volunteers, they have the heart to see it be successful. I think sometimes we miss the point of just having a volunteer come in, but when you have people like ourselves who decide to give time and from the heart, it makes a big difference of the success of the program. You're welcome. The minister.
How many people have signed up so far, and how can others go about joining this program?
So we have, and we have a few people, about a score of people that have signed up. A lot of people have generated interest. There are people that have indicated to us generally. There are about 119 people that have shown general interest. And we have a score of people that have signed up. We're looking to get 100 volunteers. The way they can sign up is PeaceBuilders@gov.bm. PeaceBuilders@gov.bm. So a person can literally email that I'm interested. I will be at the training on the 20th. But again, if a person wants to sign up, PeaceBuilders@gov.bm.